All right, Sean from the UK. Hey guys, are you ready for the biggest storyline of 2025, 2026? Final year of Vince Russo watching wrestling. I've been a brand member for years. I've generally enjoyed Vince's content. However, the last couple of years, it's just Vince moaning about everything, and it's really not entertaining, even for a loyal brand member. Perhaps it's for the best, but how do you think the wrestling business will survive this? Is it potentially the end of the business? It feels that way, the amount of time he's given it. All jokes aside, keep up the good work. Yeah, bro, Vince is coming across as so off-putting and arrogant by he keeps announcing that he's going to stop watching wrestling in January.
Bro,
and
but
I'm
he's
like,
done that before.
I know, but I'm just saying it's just I don't think how off-putting he understands how it is. It's like who gives a fuck?
Right.
You know, it's like you actually, seriously, right?
He went after a brand member because he doesn't like the Facebook page anymore. He thinks it's all trolls, but it's really not. It's brand members and fans. But he went after a fan named Chris Lonis because he tweeted something like a screenshot of Vince saying 4 or 5 years ago, "I'm done." Right on New Year's Day, and Vince got really pissed at him. He actually talked about him on his Belief show. It looks
and he keeps
and he blocked the guy and all that. Yeah,
what could he be pissed about? It's true.
He sent in a mass email to all of his people explaining why about him watching wrestling, what he said, and what he meant. Like, it's ridiculous. It's just so absurd. Like, think about that, all the time and effort he's putting into explaining to people that he's not going to watch the shows anymore. Who gives a fuck?
You're right about
I'm like, it's like, seriously, is this ridiculous?
Yeah.
It's hard to defend him when he does stuff like this. I'm like, good grief.
You're right about off-putting because there's a lot of people in the group who now are like, I'm canceling. Like, what's he being a dick for and stuff? And
right.
I just thought it'd be like if we on Patreon were kind of just like telling everyone to go fuck themselves because that's kind of what he did with the Facebook group,
Right. Like how many people would do? Like how many subscribers would we get if all we did was bury all the shows and tell everybody, by the way,
bro,
we're not going to be watching them but after the year.
Which is what I used to tell your boy Bill Body. I go, bro, you can't be telling people that they're poor and you live in a penthouse and belittling them and think they're going to follow you. I don't understand why you don't understand that.
It's bad marketing.
Right.
I agree with that. Yeah. Next is from Jason Turpin from Mint Hill, North Carolina. Hey guys, Sting just announced that 2025 will mark the final year he paints his face for wrestling fans. If you want to see him in
Stinger.
Okay. Sting just announced that 2025 marked the final year he paints his face for wrestling fans. If you want to see him in full war paint one last time, then you have to attend one of his high-priced appearances. After 2025, what will be the bigger loss? Sting's iconic face paint or Vince Russo's insightful wrestling commentary? In July, Sting is headlining promoting a wrestling show here in Charlotte at Truist Field. It's being billed as featured matches with legends, though none have been announced yet. Disco, we all know you are semi-retarded. However, you still owe Sting...
That's semi-retired.
I thought I said retarded. Okay, semi-retired. Wow.
Yeah, too.
I have to Kazumi on that one. However, you still owe Sting for getting... the funny thing is, I thought I was going to get to suspend this guy. However, you still owe Sting for getting your job back at WCW. If you get a phone call asking you to work Sting's show, would you? It's the best minor league ballpark in the country, and the Southern fans love disco. Thanks. Jason Turpin, Mint Hill, North Carolina. P.S. Be careful there on your next trip to Wawa meeting. Those Doko streets aren't safe. Nope. Interesting. Wait, what's going on with that? Real quick about the Wawa and Doko.
Oh, no, he means because if you head out in Delco, you might get your car shit on,
Oh, that story? Okay.
Yeah.
I had no idea Sting's still doing another show. I thought that he did his final show.
Yeah, I guess he's just promoting.
Oh, just promoting it?
Big show this summer, yeah.
I mean, if Sting called me, I like the guy. Maybe I would, but honestly, the only time you'll ever really see me in a ring again is if I make a Royal Rumble appearance. That, to be perfectly honest, would be the only thing I'd be interested in.
Right.
I'm just not interested. I've turned down everything. I'm just not interested anymore. Or you might see me if Konnan was pinning El Grande Americano, you might see me come in with a guitar shot to the back of the head of Konnan and flip him over and put El Grande Americano on top of Konnan to be Konnan. So I would come back for that. All right, Konnan, would you book me to get heat on you?
Because I'm also retired. But would you be his manager?
El Grande Americano?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he can't speak. He can't speak English, so you would speak for him.
me and Jeremy used to talk about if I came in as a manager, right? And I had a Japanese guy, and I could be like, "Hey, this is so and so. Tell him what you're going to do." And the guy speaks cuts the total promo in Japanese, and the announcer goes to me, goes, "What did he say?" And I go, "How the fuck should I know? I don't speak Japanese." That would be a good character for me. BetOnline is the world's most trusted betting platform and your number one source for all your sports betting action. Baseball season is in full swing, and we're into the home stretch for NBA and NHL playoffs, and there's more ways to stay in on the action with the latest odds, news and scores, even live in-game betting while the games are being played, with the largest selection of odds on everything from the MLB, NHL, and UFC. And in between games, head over to the BetOnline Casino for all the top Vegas-style games, including poker and live casino action. So BetOnline, the game starts here. Next is from Anthony Hunt. The subject is, has Russo been right all along about WWE booking? K100, greetings all. Before we start, I must acknowledge MVP of the Wolfpack, best booker of the modern era, the GOAT of K100, the great Konnan. I disagree with that being the GOAT of K100. I just don't get WWE booking. Why did Jey Uso versus Rollins on Netflix and not a PLE? The best segments on Raw were Io's Sky match and Lyra Becky segment. My question is, why not put the belt on Rollins? Rollins deserves to have that belt back. Story-wise, it makes more sense as Jey Uso, next title contender. Logan Paul is average at best. Last night made no sense. Sincerely, Anthony Hunt. I haven't watched it yet, but no, Vince Russo has not been right all along about WWE booking because he said it's stuck for the past 5 years while their numbers have gone through the roof. So that's absurd.
And dude, you got to remember, it doesn't matter whether it's NWA or AAA or whoever it is. You can't have 50 weeks of TV and everything's going to come out good. You know, That's ridiculous. That's like a team in baseball winning every game or Aaron Judge hitting a home run in every game. It's just not going to happen. I think we criticize everything so easily. Like if you were a booker and you knew how many problems, how many headaches, and how much heat you have as a booker, you wouldn't want to be one. But everybody wants to play armchair quarterback. But why don't they do this and why don't you do that? Well, go in there and write shows for these guys and females, and you'll see how hard it is. You know.
Right. But I will say this. Yeah. The one thing about the WWE is that, you know, even though their booking is underwhelming these days, okay, it has been for a period of time, in my opinion. But the one thing, they still have guys that are over enough that, like, bro, five years ago when we were, 5-6 years ago, we were reviewing these shows, bro, we didn't really like hardly anything.
Right.
You know, now there's at least, even on a poor show that we don't really like, there's a couple segments a week that's like, I like this, you know, because like some of the guys are over and are doing good promos and stuff and things. So it's like, you know, and that's the deal. It's like even when the show is not that great and I'm not that interested in it, I still am compelled by some of the things that are going on. You know,
even with AEW, there's some storylines we like and some people we like.
Right.
There was a WWE time period where it was like summer 2017 until Roman turned heel, in summer 2020 that was like the whole 3 years was just 90% crap. You know, I was very. That's why I'm not as regular a viewer as I was, because that's when I got turned off.
Yeah. They've actually, you know, like three things have basically happened that have given WWE momentum. Okay, number one was the Roman turning heel 5 years ago. That started momentum. Yeah. Number two was Cody coming back and getting over huge right off the bat, which I was like an anomaly to me. I was like shocked at that. And number three was Punk coming back. Yeah. And then this basically, as long as you've got those guys in the mix, they haven't, you know, they're not. Maybe they're not as over as they were before, but it's better than it was for before 6 years ago. You know what I'm saying? So like, you know, the show was terrible then. So,
yo, what's up? I just want to thank you guys for watching this clip. Don't forget to hit the like button, leave a comment, and subscribe, and join our YouTube membership for hours and hours of exclusive, unedited, uncensored content. And being a member will help you get involved in our upcoming live streams. Thank you for your support. Thank you for riding with us. I know you got a lot of other podcast choices, be it wrestling or other ones. And thank you for picking us. Boom.